Hi guys, Football-ManagerYouthDevelopment.co.uk here. We're going to have a bit of a catch up of our Buxton playthrough. So what I've decided to do is just pretty much play most of the first season. So you can see here that we've actually managed to finish second in the league, and what we're going to be doing in this episode is playing the first leg of the playoff game. So if I have a look at the positions that we were in the league, the lowest that we ever dropped throughout the whole season was 10th. We were pretty much second throughout most of the season. We'll have a look at the fixtures in a minute, but I did actually manage to go top for a little bit of the season. Unfortunately, our form kind of dropped, after an absolutely amazing run of games, and then we did actually manage to finish second in the league. So I'm really, really pleased considering that's our first season in the Conference North. But so we'll just have a look at the fixtures really quickly. So we kind of started off the season, we didn't lose for ages and ages. We actually lost to Hereford, that was our first game. And Hereford did actually win the league in the end. They were really, really strong. I just didn't have too much of a chance to catch them, to be honest, throughout most of the season. We did have a kind of patch where we started to lose quite a number of games, and then we went on a winning streak that lasted for nearly a couple of months, to be honest. So yeah, we won like about 8 games in a row, I think that turned out to be. And that was when we actually got to top of the league. Unfortunately, for some reason, then we actually completely dropped off. Like form-wise, and we just didn't win for about 6-7 games, something like that, and that completely destroyed our chances of finishing first in the league. And so just recently we managed to get a bit of form going again. We lost 4-0 to Harrogate, which was absolutely awful. It's been quite strange actually, because when we won that kind of 8 games in a row, we were just scoring for fun. The defence was quite good. I mean, you can see there that we did keep conceding 1 goal near enough every game, but in general we sort of the team felt quite solid, but unfortunately we just went on that really crap run of form. You can see that we were only losing games like 1-0, lost against Hereford 1-0, Altrincham 1-0, Bradford PA 1-0 as well. But luckily we our form's just about improving, just coming into these playoff semi-finals. So we're going to be playing Altrincham in the playoffs, and I think what would be quite a good thing to do, guys, is just show you who's been playing pretty well throughout the whole season. So if I sorted it by average rating, we got Cole Vassell. He was actually out injured for quite a while, unfortunately. So he done his knee ligaments and he was out for a couple of months, which was quite a shame. In general, he was playing really well for us before that, though. 25 starts and he got 12 goals, 9 assists as well. Mostly I was playing this guy up front, whilst, when Carl Vassell got injured, I decided I needed to bring in another striker, and the other striker seemed to do quite well for us. Got this guy in Stokes, who I believe he was at Stoke, I know he was at Leeds, before we signed him on a free transfer, but in 17 starts he's got 11 goals, and a couple of man of the matches as well, so he kind of took the number 1 slot, if you like, for playing up front for this team. And so when Carl Vassell did come back from his injury, I did try playing him up front a few times. His match fitness has never really come back. I tried to play him on the wing a couple of times as well, but he never really hit the heights of how he was playing just before he got his injury. David Atkinson has been really good for us throughout the whole season. Our ball-winning midfielder, so you can see here that he's actually pretty, he's got pretty decent stats, to be fair to him, for Conference North level. So aggression 14, bravery 14, tackling 13, and work rate 14. So really happy to have this guy in the team, and he's signed on to a contract for next season as well. So he's going to certainly be a big player for us. Whether or not that is if we get promoted or not, hopefully we are going to get promoted, but obviously with the playoffs it's just completely luck of the draw. So Tim Chow's been playing quite well as well. Been using him more as a kind of central midfielder, just kind of keep things ticking over in the middle of the park. He's not really got any sort of like standout attributes, but I do really, when you kind of see him on the match engine sort of thing, he just seems to be everywhere basically, and he's always kind of available to receive a pass or pass on to someone else. So I have actually picked the team for today's game, and we'll get started. So you can see the morale of the team is pretty high. Everyone is very good or above. A few players on superb as well. The form of the players is pretty decent as well. There's a few players that have not been playing too well, but in all honesty, we don't have a hell of a lot of players that we could, replace them with. So, maybe like Craig King, although his form's not too good because he's on superb morale, I would prefer to have him in the team because, at least he'll be performing at the top of his game based upon his morale. So, we'll submit the team here and we'll get into this first leg of the playoffs. Okay, yeah, so we're all ready to go into this game. Looks like in the last game we actually lost to Altrincham, so what I was able to do is just tell the players they can get revenge. Morale has shot up even further now. Before we kick off this game, Altrincham, although they are at home, they are actually classed as favourites for this game, unfortunately, so I'm just going to keep the mentality on standard, just keep things kind of ticking over. So, obviously in the first leg, if we could just come away with like a 1-0 win, that would really, really suit me down to the ground. We obviously need to see how we get on, but yeah, we'll start the game. Okay, let's just check a few things out. So that's all good. So yeah, the ball comes out to Tunnicliffe. We try to get the ball forward, moving quite quickly. So yeah, first 10 minutes, not too much is happening. Obviously, it'd be really good if we could get promoted in our first season. That's ideally what I'd like to do, because I think with this, type of non-league challenge, you just need to sort of rocket through the leagues as quickly as possible, and that's certainly something that we're going to be looking to do with this particular save file. So coming up to half time, it looks like absolutely nothing's happened at all. I think what I'll be able to do is just give the players a little bit of a boost, hopefully, just by kind of telling them that I'm not too happy with their performance. If it does turn out to be 1-0, 0-0 in this game, I think I would be pretty happy with that. So we'll crack on with the second half here, and okay, so hopefully we're going to have a few more chances in this game. It doesn't look like, obviously, too much is happening at the moment, which is quite frustrating. So Tim Chow manages to get the ball out. It's only a half clearance as they manage to come away with the ball, Altrincham, and our goalkeeper picks that ball up pretty easily and is going to boot it upfield. Ooh. Okay, so this is where we're quite dangerous. So Douglas onto King, and King whacks out right in the back of the net. So yeah, I kind of highlighted that when we do manage to get on the counter-attack, that's probably when we're at our most dangerous. We do have a little bit of pace up front. And so yeah, Douglas whacks the ball through to King, manages to keep himself onside, and he just tucks the ball right into the back of the net. So 1-0 to Buxton. Chance here for Altrincham. They cross the ball, and we half get a clearance, but they've still got the ball here. Good save from our goalkeeper. So I'm just going to make a couple of substitutions here. One of our ball winner midfielders absolutely shattered at the moment. So as you can see, the unfortunate thing when you do play non-league football, you don't really have too many substitutions to work from. So let's have a look. I think what I'll do, I'll put that guy in the ball winner midfielder position. I think his tackling is quite good, and I know he's got quite good work rate, so he should do a job for us there. Unfortunately, that's the thing when you play non-league football, you just got real lack of squad options, which is quite unfortunate. So yeah, they're still coming away with the ball here. Ooh, and another good save from our goalkeeper. I think we need to try and take the sting out of the game, so I'm just going to look to change a few things around, I think. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to actually, right, so what we'll do, we go on to support for the wide players, and I think that should be enough, hopefully, just to, waste a little bit more time, just to make sure we're more structured at the back. So coming into the last few moments of this game now, I'm probably just going to try and kill the game off. So we'll go shorter, passing, more disciplined and lower tempo, and we'll press OK on that. And what I'll do, I'll just make a real quick substitution. So we'll check out who's unfit in the team. Looks like Kelvin Douglas is unfit, so I'll take him off. And yeah, we'll just confirm on that and just hopefully finish off this game. So yeah, 92nd minute now. Excellent. So we finished the first leg 1-0. Obviously, really good performance from the guys there. So we did go into this game as underdogs, and I'm happy just obviously to take the 1-0 victory. We'll just get into the second game now, guys. Okay, here we go. So this is going to be the second leg of the playoffs. There's actually only been 3 days in between the last game. So the first leg was actually on the Wednesday and now on the Saturday. So yeah, most of the players are pretty knackered. Unfortunately, David Atkinson has needed to come out. His fitness is only at 85%, so didn't really want to risk him. I'm going to bring in Derek Niven into the team. He's done okay for us when he has played, but yeah, much prefer to play David Atkinson where possible. So yeah, let's just crack on with the game. There's hopefully they're going to have a few players that are pretty knackered as well. So you can see for this leg, we are actually favourites, which is good. We've got some interviews by the looks of things. Your team selection has offered little by the way of surprise today. Are you still confident ahead of kickoff? Yep, so we're basically just looking to get off to a really good start in this game, and I'm hoping that we can do that. So in the last game, we saw that Altrincham their tactic was a lot more attacking. They had the two wide players actually pushed up a little bit further, so looks like in this leg they've gone to a little bit more of a defensive formation. So yeah, we'll crack on with that. And okay, so the pressure is basically going to be totally on the other team here. So okay, I'm going to tell them they deserve to be in the final, and then what I'm also going to do is say passionately that I have faith in them. So you can see here that what we've managed to do is just, you know, the player morale is absolutely superb just pretty much throughout the whole team, which is excellent. So we'll start the game here. Clearly, obviously, all we want to do, I mean, if we did manage to nick an early goal, that'd be absolutely fantastic, but obviously we just need to see how we get on here. So yeah, not too many highlights at the beginning of the game so far. Okay, so we're up to half time now, and obviously no highlights to show you guys at all there, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is assertive and just say, well, let's have a look. Yeah, I think we'll go calm and we'll guard against complacency. I really do want the guys to, you know, just keep their yeah, kind of focus and shape and things like that. Obviously, any players that are not playing too well at the moment, what I am going to be able to do is just say that I'm not happy with their performance, just to try and fire them up. Craig King's not playing too well, the guy that scored the goal in the first leg. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that team talk, so we'll start the second half. Clearly, if the second half is much like the first and there's no real opportunities, then I'd be pretty happy with that. Obviously, you know, we have got the 1-0 lead at the moment, and that's pretty perfect for what we need at the moment. So our goalkeeper should pick that up, and he does. So big hoof up the pitch, more than likely, from our goalkeeper, Taylor. Douglas picks up the loose ball, pass it on to Niven, on to Clee, and we go 2-0 up on aggregate. Obviously, oh no, goal disallowed, unfortunately. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get another couple of chances just to finish this game off. So we're coming into the last 10 minutes of the game now. I'm just going to make a real quick couple of changes just to kind of shore things up at the back. You can see the condition of the players, they're all pretty much absolutely shattered. So I'm just going to make a few quick changes. So who's on the... Okay, that'll be absolutely fine for that. And who else is knackered? So Derek Niven is knackered as well. I think what I'll do, I'll put Bradley Wood in the ball winning midfielder position. So as you can see, unfortunately I am having to play players out of position, but yeah, with the match fitness or the condition of some of the players, it's just really, you know, needs must, I think, at this stage, just to try and get through. So okay, so 10 minutes to go here. Just going to have a quick bit of a play around with some of the instructions. So we're going to go more discipline, stick to positions, short passing and lower tempo, and we'll press OK, press play again. And so hopefully after this goal kick, that'll be the end of it. And we do manage to reach the final, guys, which is really, really good. The two playoff games were actually pretty boring, but I'm more than happy to just get into the playoff final. Obviously, like I said, I do want to get this team promoted at the first time of asking. So yeah, all well and good. I am going to call this the end of this episode, guys. In the next episode, I'm going to play it straight away and just get it recorded now. But we will be playing the playoff final in the next episode. So yeah, please do press the like button to show your support for us to, you know, for us getting into the final, and obviously for this series. And of course, do subscribe, and you'll be the first to see the next episodes when they do come out. Thanks for watching.